Hey, how's it going? Black and Purple for Life here with you to talk more NFL news with you. All right, well, let's start out. I'm going to cover two stories in this one video. So, how about we start with Darrel Revis? Apparently, New York Jets might be ready for a post Revis, season coming up. Pretty much, the man's 27 years old. He's probably one of the most elite Pro Bowling cornerbacks who got his, I believe, his ACL torn and end his season. Well, he's due, and from the looks of it, they might go a separate way from Revis. I don't think they're going to let him go, but I've heard of potential trade rumors, and these trade rumors have actually been going on before he got injured this past season. The way it looks, he's due for 6 million in 2013, and he has a player option for 2014 through 2016, which would surpass the Bills' defensive end Mario Williams for his 6-year, 96 million deal if he was to sign a contract. However, Jets do also have another option. Instead of Darrell Revis, to trade Cromartie. Apparently, it could be an option for him. It would clear anywhere from. Let me guess. Hold on. Actually, hold on. 5.2 million. It would clear 5.2 million in cap room. 2.5 million in dead money. If they dealt Revis, then it would cost the Jets 12 million in dead money and a cap charge of 9 million. So, tough decisions for the Jets to either keep Revis or to not keep Revis, trade Cromartie. Cromartie did a great job covering for Revis when he got hurt. He went into the Pro Bowl. He played a Pro Bowl, Pro Bowl year. So, there might be other suitors for Cromartie. I know for sure if Revis hit the open market, he'll definitely sign with another team if Jets aren't willing to pay him. Not a lot of people would like a 30-plus-year-old cornerback like Cromartie. However, a 27-year cornerback, he might still have one or two more, hell, three more good years. So, it's all up to the Jets on this one. Now, I would like to know what you guys think on who should stay and who should go. I'm not really going to make a pick on this. I'm just going to let it run its course. I think honestly the Jets need both of them, if or maybe at least one of them, to keep alive here for the Jets for any hope to be contenders next year. Uh, Perhaps Revis would be a better choice as far as performance goes. Uh, he'll probably be able to stay around longer, as a career compared to Cromartie, because I believe Cromartie's 32, if I'm not mistaken. If you guys know all these uh, answers to my questions, then you can also comment about that. We don't know everything, and sometimes we need help. Alrighty, well, that I'm just going to toss that one out and let it run its course, like I said. Now, the next line of news here is Alex Smith. Saga might be over for inside the 49ers locker room. I personally think it's a damn shame. Uh, I was actually rooting for him last year, especially when the Ravens were out after the Patriots edged us last year. And, Alex Smith, he's had a tough career. Sorry for the shake there. But he has had a tough career. And, I to see him shine last year and to get him so far and to be knocked out of the playoffs because of Kyle Williams' error in the kick returns against the Giants. I think he's paid his dues eventually after in the end with Jim Harbaugh. I thought those two were going to be like a Bill Belichick, Tom Brady eventually, and see it all go down after he got hurt this season and Colin Kaepernick playing just as well or even better. And, it just looks like the 49ers are going to stick with Kaepernick and develop him more. For Alex Smith, I heard he was going to probably ask for a release. However, the 49ers probably won't grant him that release. Instead, would deal him to a potential trade, not knowing what that trade would be and to who. But, I've wrote down a little list of from AFC to NFC teams, and I'll start with my AFC teams that could be potential landing spots. However, might not happen. The Bills could be one. Ryan Fitzpatrick. I believe Stevie Johnson said something about maybe they might need someone to challenge him to let him play, allow him to play better, especially since his starting job might be on the line if that happens. And you know what? I see Alex Smith that he could shine in Buffalo Bills' roster. Stevie Johnson is one of their more premier receivers, and I don't know. I could see that as a potential spot. And dare I say, the team, the Jets, maybe. Mark Sanchez, I honestly think that organization don't owe him anything. He's had his chance, and he played terrible. I heard there are reports that maybe Tim Tebow might leave, and I think that's best for Tim Tebow as well to leave that organization. That's a real hard organization to get along with. They're always media attention freaks. And Rex Ryan, he's not helping. He's actually, I think he's hurting the team as far as them and the drama and the divas that are on this team. If they would just shut up and play some football, maybe they might get somewhere. It's not like their roster is horrible. They need to check themselves, so to speak. And Alex Smith could shine there. I think they need a quarterback battle in there. There's the Chiefs. Kansas City's have had a hard time picking a nice, consistent quarterback. I think since Tom Green, to be honest. Matt Castle had one good year, and I mean he's had criticism. Maybe it's not all his fault. I see Matt Castle maybe sticking around for one more year. God knows, God only knows. But Tom, I mean, Alex Smith could potentially land there. I mean, there's Andy Reid. Reid is looking for a proven veteran who can, carry a team if need be. And Alex Smith has shown that for the 2-3 years ago. And there's Jacksonville Jaguars. Not too much on that, but they need more experience. So then Chad Henning. And then you got your Blaine Gabbert, who seems to still be developing here in the NFL. So I don't look at Gabbert making any starting spots on the Jaguars. Chad Henne, he can be a good backup option, and I could look at Alex Smith as maybe making a move there. Earlier, there was talks about Tim Tebow maybe going to the Jacksonville Jaguars, being that it's not too far off from where he played in college, and it could be a good thing for him. But I heard that those reports were false or dropped. So hey, Alex Smith and Jaguars could happen, or the Raiders. Carson Palmer, I think he's seen his better days in the Bengals, and he again is a good veteran, but more of a backup. His years have gone, and he just can't win them all anymore. And and being that Alex Smith could have a few more years to shine, Alex Smith and Carson Palmer. Carson Palmer, teaching Alex Smith how to play even that much better. There's, it's kind of like the Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers when Brett Favre was still starter for the Packers and Aaron Rodgers was there to take all the notes. That could happen. But those are for the AFC suitors. Now for the NFC suitors. I don't think this will happen, but any chance, I put it down. Philadelphia Eagles. I think they're pretty highly on their shit. What was his name? Sorry guys, I just had a brain fart. Shit. Well, you know who I'm talking about. The young quarterback that stepped in for Michael Vick. I can't think of his name right now, and I truly apologize for that. But they look like they're going to just turn to develop him more. He wasn't playing too terrible. But Alex Smith, that's potential spot, I would say, however, I don't think Alex Smith would want it, even if they would want him. Again, surrounded by a few drama or divas in there, and that could really hurt a locker room. You would have to have a strong leadership to be able to withstand that and to change that. When you have divas in a locker room, it's like poison to your team. You're just not going to go many places. So hopefully they can get that settled. The Vikings, I know they were talking about Christian Ponder, but honestly, in my perspective, I think he needs a quarterback battle to make himself better. He has been a surprise this year, but would it hurt him or help him to bring a veteran of Alex Smith his resume and just battle him and see who wins during the regular season. I could see that being a potential spot. Or how about the Cardinals? Cardinals to me looks like the strongest suitor for someone of Alex Smith's his type of football player. They've been hurting for a fucking quarterback. Excuse my French. I mean, Kevin Kolb couldn't do it. Skeleton couldn't do it. Or Skelton couldn't do it. And then they even changed to go to a rookie, and I saw his games, and he didn't do great. I see that as being the greatest spot for Alex Smith if the Cardinals don't go into the draft, because I've heard reports and mock drafts from all the analysis is that, Geno Smith could go there. Or Geno Smith could also go to the Raiders, all those type of teams. Who knows? But yeah, I actually honestly believe that the Cardinals would be the one to jump on Alex Smith, especially if he's available before the free agency period, which starts March 15th, I believe. So, those teams could definitely do some good for Alex Smith. So I'm excited to see what happens there. And until then, that's all I got for you guys. And if you like my video, comment me and let me know. And Black and Purple for Life, that's my link. Look at all the rest of my videos and have a good one, guys, and hope you enjoyed it. Bye.